Mr. Speaker, I rise today in strong opposition to H.R. 7780. The China virus lockdowns of our schools resulted in an undisputed increase in mental health issues for our students, for our children. And this bill is yet another leftist response to the lockdown problems that Democrats created. Thanks to Democrat lockdowns, in collusion with their beloved teachers' unions, students across this country are suffering academically and mentally. You know, students, remember, the ones who we were supposed to put first in decisions regarding our schools. That's what we used to do. But 9-year-old students have suffered a 7-point drop in math scores and a 5-point drop in reading scores since 2020, losing 20 years of academic progress, meaning children today are posting the same test scores in reading and math as they did 20 years ago. And the CDC reports that students who experienced long-term isolation from schools because Democrats would not reopen or let the kids come back to school, they have experienced acutely higher feelings of hopelessness and higher rates of attempted suicide as a result. According to one report, emergency room visits for young girls for attempted suicides were 51% higher in the spring of 2021 than in the same period in 2019. History will judge us harshly for how we've treated children during the China virus pandemic. Regarding how this government crushed the economy, this government crushed small businesses, this government crushed individual liberties, and sacrificed our children on the altar of the leftist political agenda and the special interest groups. But yet Democrats still don't want to acknowledge that the pandemic is over. The president said it, and then of course his staff is walking that back. Maybe it's because they want to hold on to the power that they've accumulated in the name of the emergency. Or maybe they want to hold on to the proxy voting in this chamber. Or maybe they want to hold on to the expansion of government and the expansion of the welfare state. But with poll numbers plunging and suburban moms and minorities and others fleeing the Democrat Party, not to mention literally fleeing blue states that are even more destroyed by their policies, they are suddenly realizing Democrats are saying, Houston, we've got a problem. But their solutions are all wrong and promise more of what created the suffering across America. They don't want to understand or don't care to understand that it was government that exacerbated the problems from the China virus lockdowns that caused the mental health issues for our students. And expanding this government will only increase the problem. H.R. 7780 prohibits arbitration and conflict resolution clauses in employee benefit plans, creating an opening for trial lawyers, perhaps the only group that the Democrats love more than teachers' unions, trial lawyers, allowing them to sue and trip up business owners in troublesome and expensive litigation. Instead of empowering business owners after the harmful lockdown mandates from the Democrats, they instead want to create more ways to hurt the American economy, and I urge my colleagues to oppose this bill.